What is going on, guys? Welcome back to another session of Build, Break, and Fix by yours truly, the Raw Coders. Yeah, you guessed it. Um, Dinesh is back as well as such a trooper.
Hey guys.
I love it. So, so this is our 101 episode, and it's all because of you all, as in thank you very much for your support once again. It's been really helpful, and please continue to support us when we are on the way of our second milestone, which is a second century. Yes, you guessed it, 200 episode, and the mission starts, which will be fun. Cool. Um, so just to give a bit of a recap, on the last episode, we had our special guest, Matthew Coles, who works as a principal technical account manager at AWS. Really humble guy, and we had a really good chat, which was fun. And so talking about the technical bits now. So just to reiterate what we are working on. So it's and so we are create not creating but enhancing an existing Kanban online Kanban board, which is called Scrambler.ca, and uh, we are basically just introducing persistent storage in there. So that involves taking into cooperation the DynamoDB and also moving the entire web app to AWS platform to reduce the cost as much as possible and increase the efficiency as well. And so yeah, in the episode previous to the last one, our task was actually getting the board name from the database to the index.html, which is the board page itself, and we managed to get the get working in the console, but we were kind of stuck on to as in making the board name appear as a value on the board page. Um, Dinesh, do you wanna add on to that one?
Yeah. Um, so yeah, that's where we were at. And then something I wanted to share, Zane, is I think that yeah, I was just working on it a little bit before, and I found that you know how we can display the board name. So I'd like to I think we can work from there.
Th- that's phenomenal job, man. I think that just hearing them made my day, as in sensational Sunday, I would call it now.
Thanks, man.
Yeah, would be really curious to know, as in, how did you manage to do it? And with that said, we can dive into code. Do you want to share your screen?
Yep, yep, cool.
Yeah.
I'll just
Hey, hello, Gekta. Welcome. Good to have you. Yeah, geezers, we are on it.
yes.
We are the geezer gang, yeah? Right, there we go.
All right. So yeah, this is what you guys added last time. Uh, this one here
Uh,
and here. So what I did was ideally we should add this into our still front end or
yeah, of
another
course.
JavaScript file,
Yeah.
but essentially added this async function and then added the await here. So basically, this will allow us to return the promise that we were returning the promise, but this one it returns the it returns it as the value.
Right. Okay.
So don't. Oh, we need this to run the function, but I don't need this either. Yeah. So I'll just show you.
Yeah.
So yeah, do you see that?
Yeah, that's phenomenal. Fantastic, man. Good job
Yeah.
for that one.
Thanks, man. Jumped.
Yeah,
Right.
job done. Can I
Close.
see how Tenacious made it look really easy? Bam, 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 boom, done. Simple. Move on.
I think we were overcomplicating it a little bit before.
True. Hmm.
Yeah. But yeah.
Yeah, because I was actually working on that one as well, and I got the result and everything. But for me, I don't, what I was actually doing was, you know how you have inserted the async function in the index.html file itself.
Hmm.
I I particularly didn't really want to do that. So
Okay.
I know this was an approach that we can easily get working, not a problem at all.
Hmm.
But because we follow best practices in on
Hmm.
the show, that's why we wanted to keep all the JavaScript into one file and call everything from there into index.html.
Okay. Okay. I mean, we could, could we maybe we could add this to the JavaScript file and then
Yes. So
just
what we can. Mhm.
and sorry, and just call this function from here instead.
Yes, that would be the plan now. So what we can do is, hang on, did you get the latest?
Yeah.
As in, did you get pulled? Because I did work on it on Friday.
Hmm. Yeah. I could put.
Okay, cool, perfect.
Yeah.
Can I get long back practice? I was just messing about. Trust me. I didn't really mean it as in best practices, practices, because I think if we follow all the best practices, then it will take a lot longer.
Yeah.
All right. Coming back to the point. So, do you wanna um, what are you gonna do now?
I was just gonna say, I think we should maybe, yeah, this is just hard coded. Obviously, we've just got the
Yeah.
board. Yeah, so maybe the first thing we should do is change that to um, retrieve the board ID.
Yes. Or I'm thinking that w- can we put this function in the still front end file and then call
Okay.
it from there? If
Yeah.
that can work in that way.
Okay, let's try that first. Yeah, let's try that. Let's remove this. Let's just test it.
Yeah, there we go.
We don't have. Do you have? Okay.
Good man.
Yeah, maybe we should just we should add board.
Yeah.
is in here. Yeah, this works because so this works here because I've added this in here in the HTML. I don't know if it will translate. We'll have to see.
Mhm. Right.
You know what I mean? Like, but we'll see. We'll see. It should, I think. But yeah. And we don't have to return it, but I thought, yeah, we can.
Hi, Q_Jesse. Welcome. Good to have you.
So, cool. I'll just comment this out. We'll just put this board. I just hard coded in for now.
Mm-hmm.
See if it works. Code reference, get port name is not defined. Oh, okay. Index 58. Did I?
Which line was it again? I couldn't really see it.
Sorry, it's this one. Can you see my screen all right, or should I zoom
Yes,
in?
I can. It's fine. So, what exactly is the error again?
Uncaught reference error.
Yeah, board name is not defined. Ah, index.html. Right, go back. It's coming from index.html and it's saying get board name is not defined.
Yeah.
Maybe assign that a variable, as in let board whatever, as in like because it's returning the result, which might be the reason why it needs a variable to assign the result to afterwards.
Okay. All right. Let's try that. Just get board by name. I name. Maybe that's why actually, but.
Ah, right.
But we'll keep this anyways.
Get board name.
All right. Cool. Let's try that. Yeah, cool.
Voila.
Nice.
Fantastic. So board name is appearing. Do you wanna? Does this have a CSS? Can you go in the project and see if this has a CSS?
It's rejected.
Finish. Yay! Actually, how about if we just release it tomorrow? Tomorrow, first thing in the morning, and then we both take a day off from work, and then be available for produ- production support.
Yeah,
That'd be
sure.
hilarious. Uh,
Um, yeah, Zane is funny.
um. Okay, so that's looking good. So we have got the board name. How about if we insert a CSS?
Yep, sure. Zane, do you wanna just work on retrieving the board ID first, actually, instead uh, of this hard coded?
Yes, I was gonna come back to that one after we have added, but that would be skipping the step. Thanks for bringing me back to as in reality. I was I was going really ahead of myself. Let's try and make this dynamic now.
Okay, cool. Um, let's see. So, ID.
So we would need. Oh, right. Can you? Okay, so how would this work? Is when we actually give it a board name,
Mhm.
and then we would basically press go, and then from the name it should actually go and get the ID.
Okay. Yep.
It should actually go
Yeah.
and get the ID. Can you go to this? Oh, you're already in still front end, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Um, can you check if there's a function called get board by ID?
Get
There must
board
be.
by ID. So board by ID. Yeah,
Okay,
that's
sorry. First things first, let's just update Jira. Do you wanna log into actually I'll do that on my side here. You
okay.
just um focus on the code. Um so what I'm thinking that hang on, let me just work out how will it flow. When we give the board name and press go, the board name should go, and there should be a function called get board by name, which we no um get board by name, we should return the board ID.
Okay. Get board by name. Oh, okay. I think you guys have commented it out here.
Yeah, just uncomment that.
Cool.
Oh, uh, duh, 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 duh. Get board by name. So we're passing a value, and then what's it doing? We're passing the name with value, and then is that can you possibly console.log current board, because I just want to check if that's returning the board ID.
Okay. Here.
Yes, please. Gekta, why do you still have a sleep function? Because we forgot to take that out when we got rid of the sleep line. We will come back to that, Gekdev.
Maybe here get for name.
Report by name. Yeah. And then go up, please. Then we would wanna add can you go to index.html or you're already there?
This is index.html. Yeah.
Yeah. Do you want to go to home.html?
Home.html. Yeah.
I just want the line where we are detecting the board name from the text. Is in that way? No, it's not in that one. Go up, please. No, that's a title. That's my bad. I think that would be. Where was it?
Is it in here? Is it
Yeah, go and check, please.
this one?
No, it would have say. It would be assigned to a value, as in value, value.
Value. Okay. Still front end, maybe. Have a look here.
Go up. Ah,
This.
there we go. Yes. So what we can do is this is still front end, and we want the value to be available in index.html.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Now, why would we want it to be available in index.html? No, we wouldn't want it to be available there.
Could we, Zane, actually, just thinking about it, because we're adding, we're appending the board name on the URL. Can we
Yes,
still use? Could we use this maybe, and as the board name? Yeah.
we can use it. Okay, so there, according to my understanding, there would be two approaches here. Either we use the name from the local storage, or we get the name from home.html and here, as in home.html to index.html. We can do it
Okay.
either way, but let's just for now try to get from local storage, because that seems just an easy approach for now.
Okay. Yeah. I think. Yeah. Maybe it doesn't look good, but we'll see if it works.
Yeah. Let's do. Also, when you're done, GetDev is saying we need to remove the sleep function, which obviously we're not using. That's why. So
Okay.
yeah. Right. Let's go to console. I think it's already started.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Let's have a look. Okay.
This that's just nothing. I ignore that. We need to get rid of this.
Okay.
Okay. Board ID. Ah, right. So it's saying board ID is not. No, that's coming from still front end 92. Can you go to that line?
Yep.
Still front end 92. Ah, interesting, Zane. I don't know why you would do that, because I think I might have done a debugging it. Yeah, can you get rid of that one? Good job. Board ID is not get board name.
By name. Hmm.
So current board ID. Um. Oh, right. Okay, that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
That makes sense. I'll give you a board, an existing board name,
Okay.
and we need to check if we can get the existing board's name ID.
Okay.
And in the meanwhile, can you get rid of that sleep function that get that pointed, please?
Yep. Yep. This one, right? 98 to 101.
Yes, please. Thank you. Board, get all the boards. Yep, that's exactly what I need. Right, okay. Okay, I'm just gonna edit a board name just to check that if it really works.
Cool.
Just bear with me for a sec. Board name Z1, ZT1, hatch, voila. Get a board. No, I need to get this board and get a board. Okay, voila. All right, I'll give you this. Just when you're actually,
Mm-hmm.
can you go to your Go function, as in it would be in still front end or in or home. Ah,
Yeah.
yeah, perfect. Can you comment out line 13?
913. Okay. Board name.
Yeah,
Okay. Why?
and for the board ID, can you give it in brackets the value? Oh, no, 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 no. We need to call get board by name here, because
Okay.
that would give us the ID of it.
Oh, just a test, right? Putting it in.
Hmm.
Okay. Value. Yeah.
Yeah.
Board by ID. Do you want to comment this up? Get board by ID.
Get board by ID. Yes, please. That should technically do the trick.
Oh. Um, your Bodo actually fixes
Oh,
it.
sorry, I should have told you. Hang on a minute. On in there, type in ZT1. Yeah, press go. Board ID is not defined. Board ID is invalid. 93. Go back to the still front end, please.
Yeah.
93. Okay. Yep, that one. I think is coming from there. Probably get rid. Why did we even have that in the first place? Actually, get rid of console.log
This one? This one?
statement on. Yes, please.
Okay.
And okay. Can you get rid of just the console.log part, please? Not the
Oh,
entire statement. I should have rephrased better.
um,
Jason string by Jason, yes, and then we are coming out, and then console.logging the current board. Right, can you comment out the return statement on 96?
good.
Yep, let's give that a go. Oh, thank you, cute Jesse. Appreciate that.
Failed, undefined. Catfish alert.
I don't know, man. Could be not. But I like the username though. Q underscore Jesse. It's cute. Right. Okay. So that's coming up. Hang on. The promise is coming as undefined now. That's interesting. Is that coming from line 95?
Yeah.
Right. Go over there to line 95. Ah. Right. So we are not getting the promise. Oh, hang on a minute. In line 91, can you, instead of text, do JSON? Maybe.
Okay.
And then maybe okay, try this now. I'm not even sure if it would work, but we can always give it a shot. Oh, I just remembered it was our merge day today.
Oh yeah, Sunday.
Every Sunday's merge day. But that's fine, no problem at all. We can we can probably shift that this time onto on another day, probably tomorrow or the day after. Yeah. Let's just focus on this one now. Okay, yeah, did that work?
I didn't test it. I was just
Okay.
let's have a look. Is that T1 right now?
Oh, can you probably hard refresh it, or
Yeah.
it doesn't take in cache in consideration, is it?
I don't know. Maybe I'll do incognito as well just to see. But
Okay, no, don't worry about that.
Zane, could we actually just try? Could we try just the API just to see if that works?
If it would work in what terms? As in, what do you want to test on the API?
So I just mean like I just mean like run just a get request on Postman, or just even on here, just to see the what format it's returning, um, the board ID. Yeah, board ID. Like so like this, just run this. Really, that's what I'm trying to say. You know what I mean? That just here.
So I know exactly what you're trying to say,
Mm-hmm.
but if you run that one
Mm-hmm.
into Postman,
Okay.
it won't work at all because the backend is set to work with IDs, not names.
Okay. Okay.
So, for example, if you want to get certain thing from the board, as in any kind of board or
Mm-hmm.
even notes, you have to pass in the ID itself. It won't. It doesn't work with a name.
Okay. All right.
Is that making sense?
Yeah, that makes sense. But in this case, um, aren't we trying it with the name?
So yes. So you know how it says get board by name,
Yeah.
and then we're passing a value.
Mm-hmm.
I just wanted to see that if that current board actually returns us the actually I just found what's the issue by explaining it to you. You know how it says on line 84 that there we need to pass in the URL and then the slash and then the value, which would basically be the name.
Yeah. Yeah. It's looking for an ID.
Exactly.
Yeah. Yeah, I get it.
And get board by name. So if we are passing it the no, hang on a minute. Get board by so if we want to get a board, we need the ID of it first. So if we do get board by name and pass it a value, which is the name itself, we need to give the backend the name so they can give us the ID back. Hang on,
Mm-hmm.
I'm just gonna check what methods were in the backend.
Yeah, sure.
Um, I just share my screen
Yep.
for a bit.
Yep. I'll stop sharing.
Cool.
Thanks, Cactus. Enjoying the. Have you learned anything interesting so far? Yeah, definitely. Just doing the project has been really good actually, with Zane and Karthik. Learning new things every day.
Oops. I totally forgot to share my screen. I was studying the code by myself. Well, all right, here we go.
Yeah, cool.
Where's VS Code? Don't need you. Go away.
Like
Go away.
I was gonna
Go
say
away.
that,
Mm-hmm.
like say at uni level, you don't really understand how the front end and back end like work together. And I think doing this project is like, it really helps you to understand how the parts connect. So
Exactly.
I think that's the biggest thing I've learned from doing
Hmm.
this project.
True. True. Okay, get particular board. Okay, cool. So it is actually taking in the ID. So basically, what we need in our middleware. Sorry, Gagdev would definitely tell me off on this one. What we need in our front end would be uh a math. Okay, so you can share your screen back, Finesh.
Yeah, sure. Um, he's saying a good tech lead. Yeah, he's a good tech lead. Very
Oh,
fair.
thank you. That's really kind of you, man. I'm
No,
just
it's
as
true.
in trying, failing every day, but learning every day as well.
Yeah,
Yeah.
awesome, man. He seems like a good Scrum Master from seeing him on Twitch.
Uh, Thank you, Gagdev. Really appreciate. Yeah, I've still got a lot to learn and a long way to go. All right. So the backend is taking only the get board IDs. So what we need to probably do is get board by ID to get. Uh-huh. Okay, there is, I think, a bit of a gap here between the front end and the back end now.
Mm-hmm.
Because I'll tell you what the gap is, and if you can tell me if that makes sense. So initially, the discussion that I had with Kartik was that you know how we post the board
Mm-hmm.
and it goes and inserts the record in DynamoDB,
Mm-hmm.
and then it creates three records, as in within the object, it creates three records. So there's a board ID,
Yeah.
the board name,
Mm-hmm.
and its associated notes.
Okay.
So because we didn't really wanna have too much interaction with the DB, what we decided on that we would when the board is posted, we would insert the board in the database, but on the way back, we will get the board ID. But
Yeah.
that's just for posting the board. Is that
Okay.
is that making sense so far?
Yeah. It is.
Cool. So I think that mechanism needs to be done for get board as well.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, makes sense.
Right, okay. What's going
Hmm.
on in 153? Can you have a look?
Three. This one. This smells like a sandwich. Man, he's he doesn't hold back like that.
When did that happen and who did this? I haven't done it for sure.
Good play.
Actually, give blame please. Oh, here we go. Do you wanna run that command? I was about to say GagDev in finish, as in your command line. Do you wanna run git blame?
How do you do that? I did never
Is
done
it
that before.
actually a is it actually a command? So in your terminals, press
Okay.
press control. Okay, that's fine. Git blame.
Yes. Is it? Oh yeah.
What is that used for? I haven't heard about this Come on, before. Get blame. Our documenting. Show blame serious. We find them. Incremental. How do we do this?
Don't know.
Okay, let's just not get off track here. Can you do a comment on that line there? See what that is, and by running git blame or whatever. I just don't want to forget that. See who did who was a see yeah who was a commit by, because I don't really want to touch anyone else's code. They must have it for a reason there. Determine who was commit. Yeah, that's fine. Right. Get board by ID. Didn't you say you found it? Yes, character, which is why we are not as in deleting the whole code. I wanna first find out as in who coded it and what was their reason behind it, and then I wanna take action. Right. So get just thinking at the moment, because in order to accomplish that, actually go to post board.
Oh, okay.
Mhm.
Zane, I was actually gonna ask just
Yeah.
okay, so at the moment we're not retrieving any notes for the boards.
So how the nodes work into retrieving is that they're attached to a board. So when the person gets a board, the notes automatically come with them. That does that
Okay.
make sense?
Yes, but okay, I don't know if I'm missing something, but if that's the case, then shouldn't we be able to uh shouldn't we just be able to okay, is there a board with existing nodes right now? Just wanna have a quick look.
Hang on a minute. I will tell you which board to get.
Yep, cool.
No single note and one. Two. Okay, you can get ZT1.
ZP1. Oh, we did. Hold on. Let me just. What did we do? This one, right?
Yeah, but what are you trying to do exactly here?
I want to see. I want to see like how the notes are being retrieved, if possible. Like, so. I want to
Oh,
see
okay.
the notes from
Right.
here.
No, so they're not gonna come yet because we haven't got any placeholder to put them on at the moment.
Okay.
Yeah, do you wanna elaborate your question a bit more?
Sorry, is that just Oh yeah. Okay. No, I was just gonna say that the name came up, but I think
Yes.
set T1.
Yes. There's the
But
one. Mm-hmm.
oh yeah, we're trying to get it from the board ID. Yeah, yeah, no, sorry, my bad.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Uh, so my question was mainly as in um how would we be getting the post the notes if we're using the board ID? Sorry. But we have
Okay. Mm-hmm.
yeah. I was just has that been implemented or is that something that is coming?
Okay, so that whole mechanism is already being implemented. So I'll just give you a really, as in bird's eye overview, how is that been done. So you know how every board will have will have zero to many nodes,
Mhm.
and all many nodes will belong to one board, isn't it? So how it's working is that nodes are associated to that particular board, which in turn is the whole object. So I think it may be a good idea if I just show you an example. Hang on.
Yep. Cool. 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 Cool.
Just share my screen with you, and you will just see. Yes, you are. So
Yep.
you know how this is there. So I'll get all the boards.
Okay.
Okay, so this I'll make it a bit more readable. Okay, so this is how the structure works. So this whole thing here is one board. Okay,
Okay. Yep.
so that has a board ID, a board name, and then notes as an array.
Yep. Yep. Okay. Yep. I get what you mean.
Does that make sense now? Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. That makes sense now.
Cool.
Cool. Thanks for that.
That's all right. It's always good to keep everyone on the same page.
Yeah.
Okay, do you wanna add your screen back in?
Oh yeah. Sure. Yep. Okay.
Cool. Right. So I'm thinking that we would have to
Mhm.
um place another function in, so the function that's getting the that's that's called the get board by name, we need that one to return us the board ID.
Yep.
Which brings me to my other point where I had a discussion with Kartik that I don't want to be doing too many trips to the database because that would just cause performance issues and efficiency. Don't you already have a board name in local storage? Yes, we do have a board name in local storage, CACDEF. The issue here is that when we want to get a board, the backend takes in IDs instead of name. So I'm just trying to figure out how can I give it a board name and then get the board ID from it without hitting the database.
Mhm. Yep.
Cool.
Call your API.
but that will still hit the database because the API will have to ask the database to give it the board ID of that particular board, isn't it?
Yep. Yep. Yeah, that makes sense.
Which I want to avoid. So the more trips we do to the database, according to my understanding, and GagDev, you know a lot more than me, and correct me if I'm wrong. The more trips we do to DB, the slower the application becomes, as in efficiency and performance wise. And bill and account balance wise as well.
True. True.
Um,
I know that
actually,
Uber is
that's a
still
brilliant
hiring.
idea.
You still have a shot.
Yeah, I might just Tanesh, can you possibly check on Uber? Are they hiring any drivers? Because I'm a really bad chef. I won't be able to do that at all.
You could be a dev there.
Oh, then I'll definitely be sacked. uh, yeah. Yeah, I think Uber will be the step forward now. As in, it's got flexible hours. What do you reckon, Finesh?
True. True. Work at your own time. Anytime.
Exactly, flexible hours. Yeah.
Good show
Yeah.
tonight. When this cake.
Thank you, Cactus. Yeah. Hopefully, we'll come back tomorrow because he had his assignments apparently, and yeah, hope to see him back here tomorrow. It must be more exciting for the viewers. Yeah, true.
Yeah. True.
I agree with you completely. Um, right. In this case, let's just call it a night. Dinesh, if you wanna commit this code,
Yep. Cool.
just make sure that you join the right branch as well. There you go. There you go. You're a fast learner, man. Nah, I like that. Okay, give him a meaningful name. Probably say go board ID and trying to get the board go board name, but trying to get the board ID from the board name. Fantastic. So that is done. Right. That's brilliant. That's about time. See, we are really very punctual as well with our timings. Yeah, how did you find today's session, Finesh?
Yeah, really good. Really good. Getting closer every time, I think. So, yeah, I think we're on track.
One step closer every day, every minute. So, which is fantastic. But yeah, thanks guys for joining. Been a pleasure having you all. And yeah, join us tomorrow when our special K will be here as well. Um, will be the 3 Rocoderians. Oh, I just made that up. Nice.
Nice.
Fantastic. So, Dinesh, you know the drill, right?
Yeah, I think so.
You ready? Cool,
Yeah.
perfect. So thanks guys. Join us tomorrow at same time
Same place.
and a different task. Oh yeah. All right, guys. Have a good night. Cheers. Bye.
So good night, everyone. Bye bye.